From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts.
You take care of getting the lands. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
Meanwhile, let us remain on our guard against any last-minute surprises. I know my brother well. He never prepares for war if he has no chance of winning.
Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
If I'm asking you all these things, it's for your own good, you know.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
Don't make me your competition, de Richet. You are no match.
Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
My friends, here we all are. We are about to definitively shelve Lord Mortimer's absurd project regarding Louisiana. It will only take one of you to oppose it, and we have won. The vote is to be held shortly, so we must keep our guard up. I'm sure Mortimer's preparing something.
Don't worry, Sir Gregory. Nothing can stop us now.
Beware, Johann. We mustn't underestimate him. So, I'll ask you to return to your rooms and stay there until the conference. And if one of Mortimer's team comes knocking at your door, no matter what, do not open it under any circumstance. Don't give them the opportunity to manipulate you. Is that clear?
Understood.
Good.
Count on me.
Right. Let us adjourn. Louis, stay on a moment, if you would. I need to speak to you.
Yes. What can I do for you?
I've known my brother for a long time. I'm sure he has a plan. I'd like you to go and see each member of our group and make sure they remain loyal.
Do you think my father's going to try to turn some of them to his side?
Turn them or get rid of them, I don't know. One thing's for sure. I doubt William will give up without a fight. He'll try something. I'll keep him busy while you check on all of our group. Can I trust you?
Of course.
If there is a traitor in our group, find out who it is, Louis. Find them, then come back and let me know. I'll deal with them personally. I want a landslide victory. I want to teach William a lesson.
Wait a minute. Isn't the Duchess supposed to be here?
No, she's resting in her room. I confess I'm a little worried about her mental health. She's going through a very difficult time at the moment, and I wouldn't want my brother to exploit her fragility.
I'll go now.
Thank you, Louis. See you in a while.
Ah, Louis. Come closer. I'm warming myself up. I was unfortunate enough to step outside and now I'm freezing. So, tell me, my friend, what can I do for you?
And this is the scumbag that tried to poison me.
Are you insane? What's the matter with you?
Shut your mouth.
But
Next time you want to attack someone, at least have the courage to do it to their face. Really? I thought you preferred poisoning people while they were unconscious.
His Eminence couldn't hold his tongue, I see. Anyway, I have no regrets. He got what he deserved.
What do you mean?
Oh, you don't know? You'll see. I've put together a little surprise for you.
Careful, Von Wollner. You're playing with fire here.
Oh, you think you can frighten me? You're forgetting who I serve. You have no power over me.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Monsieur Jacques Perru? Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte. Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Don't crack, Louis. Leave what happened on the wharf behind you, and don't let yourself be overwhelmed by anger. Concentrate on the conference. Come on, Louis.
Duchess?
Come in, Louis. You've come at just the right time, my love. I was about to come and see you.
Am I dreaming, or is she making out like nothing ever happened?
I wanted to talk to you too.
Of course, but I shall start. I've some important news to tell you, and above all, try to stay calm. I want you to know the truth because I see you here among us in total ignorance, and it sincerely makes me sad.
What the hell are you talking about, for God's sake?
Oh, Louis, don't start shouting.
Very well, Emma. I'm sorry. I lost my temper. What is it you wanted to speak to me about?
Ah, that's more like it. Well, what I wanted to tell you, I'm Mortimer's daughter as well. We are brother and sister, Louis.
What? Wait.
Oh, and I am a demon. There. Now you know everything. I feel better for it. I didn't want there to be any lies between us. How do you feel?
Keep concentrated, Louis. Don't give anything away. Concentrate.
All right.
All right. Are you all right about it?
Of course.
Oh, I was worried you'd take it the wrong way.
No, of course not.
Good, I'm glad. You understand, if we are to move forward together, we have to be able to trust one another.
Move forward? Of course.
Yes, once we're together. I've been thinking about it, you know. Once we get back, we won't have to wait long before my poor husband passes. Then we'll be able to get married.
Excuse me, get married?
Oh, Louis, I've been thinking of nothing else. My sister would never have made you happy, you know. You'll see. I'll take care of everything and we'll be happy, my love.
Yes, of course we will. But tell me, before all of that, I was just wondering, what about the conference?
Don't worry, I've got everything sorted. We shall follow Father. He came to talk to me and persuaded me to join him. Isn't it wonderful? We'll all be together as a happy family.
All right.
All right, this is completely beyond me.
I see that you've thought about everything, so I'll just be off to tell Sir Gregory the bad news then.
Excellent idea, my darling. It's the right thing to do. See you in a while.
That poor woman is literally broken inside. I may not be in love with her, but I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. A letter from William Pitt the Younger, addressed to Emily. He's the present Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Emily has indeed some powerful backers. A letter from William Pitt the Elder, addressed to Emily. He was the English Prime Minister. This letter dates from 15 years ago now. Madam, I shall never thank you enough for all your care and... A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
You should get ready for the conference, Louis.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Monsieur Bonaparte.
Excuse me, I was expecting someone else.
Mr. Godoy, do you have a moment?
Your timing's awkward, Dorishi. I'm expecting someone. I haven't time. Please leave me.
Very well. I won't insist.
Looks like he only wants to speak to Bonaparte. I know what I have to do if I want to speak to him.
Dorishi, I told you that I did not have time for you. I will ask you to leave me alone.
Looks like he only wants to speak to Bonaparte. I know what I have to do if I want to speak to him. Huh, that's me. Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Your Eminence? God damn it, Your Eminence!
Damn, I can't feel his pulse. He's dead. What the hell is going on here? I've got to let Mortimer and Holm know about this.
Can you tell us how you found him, Louis?
I went to speak to him about the conference. I knocked on his door. As there was no answer, I went in and I saw him exactly where he is now. I took his pulse, but it was too late.
William?
Nothing to do with me, Gregory, if that's what you mean. And you?
Of course not. Poor Giuseppe was with me. I had no interest in getting rid of him.
Louis?
Me? Of course not.
No, I thought as much. I was wondering if you had any idea about what might have happened.
I know who might have held a grudge against him.
Really? And who might that be?
Well, it's awkward.
Don't worry. You can talk in front of me, Louis. I gave no such order. And if it concerns one of my guests, I need to know their identity.
Well, there's Mr. von Wollner.
Johann?
Continue, Louis. Why do you think Johann would have had a grudge against His Eminence?
I heard him making threats.
Thank you for informing us, Louis. I shall inform everyone that His Eminence has had to return to the continent for personal reasons. I must ask you to keep it to yourself.
How can you be so sure that Sir Gregory will find out the truth?
I'll ask you to adopt a different tone with me, if you please. I'm not one of those half-wits who blurt out the first idea that comes into their heads. And I thought you had understood that we have very efficient means of finding out the truth, Louis. It's not in my brother's interest to try and cover up such an act. Not in my house. He knows the rules and what they stand for.
President George Washington. Monsieur Johann van Volner. Monsieur Jacques Perru. Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte. Duchess Emily Hillsborough. Duke Manuel Godoy.
Durishe, I told you that I did not have time for you. I will ask you to leave me alone.
Looks like he only wants to speak to Bonaparte. I know what I have to do if I want to speak to him. Don Quixote. Talking without thinking is like shooting without taking aim. I'm gonna have to think about that one. The Kiss of Judas, painted by Caravaggio. This is how Judas pointed out Christ to the Roman soldiers. Can you imagine a worse betrayal? Manuel Godoy. A painting of himself in his room. Now that's not going to help him develop a sense of modesty. Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve. Duchess Emily Hillsborough. Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Monsieur Bonaparte.
Louis, do you want something?
Yes, for you to test the Duke's loyalty. since he'll only speak to you?
Well,
Whatever it is, I haven't the time. The conference will shortly begin, and I want to be focused. Sorry. Come back and see me afterwards.
I see I haven't much choice.
Seeing as Godoy will only talk to Bonaparte, and Bonaparte will talk to no one, I have no other choice but to borrow his body. Nothing personal here, Napoleon.
Look, I'm sorry. This conference is of utmost importance to me, and I should like to be prepared for it.
Concentrate, Louis.
You don't mind if I sit down, do you?
I don't want to fall flat on my face when my spirit passes inside you.
No, I don't think you've understood, de Richet.
Link into his thoughts, Louis. Come on.
I said I did not want to be disturbed.
That's it. I sense something.
What word in leave me alone do you not understand?
Come on, just keep going and get inside his mind. Now!
Too bad for you. You can't say that I haven't. Thank you very much for the loan of this body, monsieur.
Right. Let's not waste any more time, Louis. Godoy is waiting.
Ah, there you are at last, Bonaparte.
My Lord Duke.
What a typically French attitude.
Come,
you
let's
are
not...
20 minutes late, without the least excuse. I am risking a lot, monsieur. You seem to forget.
Please excuse me.
Well, what did you want to see me about?
So, let's see whose side he's really on.
I wanted to be sure. You are still going to vote for Mortimer, as planned, yes?
Mortimer? What the devil are you talking about, Bonaparte? I am on Holmes' side, and I intend to vote against Mortimer's project. What on earth is wrong with him? He seems very odd.
My Lord Duke, I never once dreamed of you playing on both sides of the fence. But I was given to understand that you and Lord Mortimer do have a few interests in common.
But I don't know what on earth you are talking about. Lord Mortimer and myself may agree on a number of subjects, but I am and shall always remain loyal to Sir Gregory. You see, there is no reason to think that I could ever side with Mortimer.
Oh, that's a pity. He was going to make you an offer.
What are you talking about? Make yourself clear. I do not understand you.
Come on, my Lord Duke. We both know very well what we are talking about. I thank you for not wasting my time.
I never dreamed of it, monsieur. I have a fair idea as to your presence here, but for some reason, something doesn't seem quite right. I am somewhat lost, to tell the truth. And this just isn't like you. I wonder if it really is you, in fact.
What?
You're just fishing around because you're the one who's changed sides.
What? What on earth are you talking about?
You're working for Holm. Admit it.
No, I'm not. Don't be ridiculous.
He's asked you to flush out the traitors in his team, hasn't he?
Of course he hasn't.
Admit it. I'm sure he's lying. I cannot make out what it is, but something is very wrong here. I will not fall into a trap.
Come, Duke Manuel, you are mistaken. I've always served Lord Mortimer loyally.
I do not know what's wrong with you today, but you are behaving most strangely. If you are really working for Mortimer, why did he task you to question me like this?
Lord Mortimer trusts you, my Lord Duke. But with all that's been going on, I admit he needs to feel supported. And as you're a man of great qualities, in his opinion, he simply wanted to make sure that you will still support him.
Ah, now I understand. Listen, I'll take your word for it, but tell Mortimer that he's making me run too great a risk. I already gave him my approval, and we agreed not to speak about it on the island. Just imagine for a minute if Holm had caught us. You might not know what he is capable of, but I certainly do. it would be the end of me.
The bastard. He really is a traitor.
Please excuse me, Duke Manuel, but that wasn't the intention. I shall go and reassure Lord Mortimer about the vote, and I promise to avoid you running any more risks.
I hope so. Now please, leave me. We must not be seen together.
It's time to get going.